They said, "Are you driving?" I said, "No." She said, "Okay, if you're home, please have a seat."
At just 23 years old, Tyler was declared dead, his body discovered alone on a Portland street after succumbing to a fatal overdose.
Losing him, it just was like, oh.
His body was cremated on October 1st and a death certificate was issued.
My heart is so heavy today. Rest in peace, baby cousin Tyler.
His ashes, held in an urn, had been sitting in his relative's home for 3 months. At that time, she thought they belonged to Tyler.
And then I get a random phone call.
A call came from the medical examiner's office in Multnomah County, Oregon, delivering a message that seemed too absurd to be true.
They said, "Are you driving?" I said, "No." She said, "Okay, if you're home, please have a seat." She said, "There's been a mistake. He's not dead. He's actually alive."
According to them, there was a huge mix-up.
I just lost it. I was just like, it just was so surreal.
Tyler was very much alive and undergoing rehabilitation in a drug treatment center.
Who died? Whose ashes do I have?
He had been living in a recovery program for the last several months after struggling on the streets with substance abuse.
Just being in treatment all this time.
And not having any contact with his family for several years.
It's so hard to believe how something like this could even happen.
Chase himself also discovered he was dead when his food stamps stopped working.
They asked me to enter my social security and everything. Like, all right, let's see if we can help you fix this. And then all of a sudden they started interrogating me. They just looked at me like confused as much as I was. Like, right here it says you are dead.
The confusion only deepened when the truth behind the mix-up emerged.
And they never really dealt with something like that.
Investigators, in a tragic oversight, had stumbled upon Tyler's wallet on the body found in September, leading them to mistakenly identify the deceased individual as him.
Chase says he was visited by a police officer.
He explained to me, he's like, never in the 20 years I've worked here, I've dealt with something like this.
The man had stolen Tyler's wallet from the rehabilitation facility where they both had been in treatment and was carrying it when he died.
It's pretty just shocking to believe that this entire ordeal is all because of that paper ID where your face is smudged.
And his overdose led to a mix-up in identification.
So they find a paper ID of me that's smudged and everything. And they're like, okay, well, this is Tyler John Chase.
He's shorter than me, he's skinnier than me. I have missing teeth. This guy has all his teeth. He's older than me. He has ginger buzz cut hair. And obviously I got brown long hair.
Multnomah County's medical examiner's office publicly acknowledged their error, expressing remorse and vowing to enact changes to prevent such blunders from happening again, including mandatory fingerprints to positively identify bodies.
It just makes no sense to me.
The medical examiner also told us the man mistakenly identified as Chase has now been correctly identified and his remains given to his family.